Welcome, manifestors. Today I have with me Monica Herrera from Kabbalah Infusions, and she is the owner, operator, and producer of Kabbalah Infusions. And Monica and I are going to talk today about, wow, what does it mean to stay the course and yet be flexible enough to reinvent yourself? So, Monica, you want to start off by just talking about how that the business even came to you?
Sure. So I've been a Reiki master. I've done Reiki for probably about 12 years, and since I started that, I probably studied a bunch of different other healing modalities, Ho'oponopono, cutting cords, EFT, the emotional freedom technique, a bunch of different things. And when I learn things, I like to try them, and Kabbalah is something that we went through 3 years of study to learn, and I think it's very versatile, and it can help people and be custom to help them in a way like some of the other healing modalities cannot. So anyways, I just like to work energy and help people help themselves with energy.
Nice. And so because we talk about manifesting here, the way we talk about it isn't magic, right? It's about, just every day we're manifesting. Mm-hmm. Every day we're learning to live, but live, incorporating our dreams. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so this is a dream of yours, right? Mm-hmm. Is to help people and reach out and all over the world. And we're going to talk about how you've reinvented some of this lately. But so we're going to be honest, right? Has it been easy to stay the course?
No, I did a Reiki business a while back, but it was too slow moving, and I don't know, it just feels like years of experience to make it to where you can replace your normal day job. So,
right.
Maybe I didn't have that expectation then, but I've learned since that time that, it might take longer than you expect, so.
Right, and because we don't know, and then yet things might happen, and boom, it happens overnight. You just don't know, but, it's about staying with it, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And staying with it in the flow of it, enjoying it. Don't make it a job. Especially if you are replacing your job, quote unquote job, don't make this a job. Right. It's an experience. Mm-hmm. You get to, wow, you get to experience so much and learn so much, right? And then when you see people actually getting helped, we won't name any names, but you did one for memory, and, we heard back that, it is helping this person.
Yes.
And I know you hear this all the time because you make specialty infusions, right? So what are the products you have, and then can you talk a little bit about the specialty?
Sure. So, just about Kabbalah in general, it's an ancient Hermetic Jewish practice, or energy work, whatever you like to call it. And with Kabbalah, you use different letters. It's called the divine language of creation. So there's a bunch of different letters you use in Kabbalah, and did I say there's over 600,000? So.
Wow, no, you didn't. So okay. 600,000 possible.
So that's why I say it's versatile. You can really customize it to what people need. What was that?
And so you have, what are the products you have on your website?
Okay, so I started with bottled infusions.
We won't go to the other quite yet.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I started with bottled infusions, which uses a base of distilled water, and then I send or infuse the Kabbalah energy into that base, depending on the intention. So whether you want abundance or health or whatever it is, I infuse that intention with the power of Kabbalah into that.
And you have a manifesting one too, correct?
Right, I have a manifesting infusion also.
We talked about that a few weeks back. So, okay, and then so if I want something particular to me, I can go to your website, which you'll tell them in a minute. Mm-hmm. I'll go to your website, and you will make up an infusion.
Right.
Based on my need, right?
Right. Because so I have several, I guess, pre-made, I think of it as a menu of Kabbalah infusions that I offer. But then if you don't see what you want on the menu, I just can create that.
And then, so that's been going fairly well for you, but then you are like, oh, maybe not quite as quickly as I want. And then all of a sudden, you started to, you became flexible, which is what we want to talk about here, the flexibility of reinventing yourself or adding to. Not being so stuck on the dream as you first thought it, that you allow it to expand and morph. And so what have you added to that?
Well, I have also recently added, I call it Kabbalah Home Infusions, where I can infuse your home with Kabbalah. So you could have, creativity in your office or abundance in your office. You could have it throughout your whole home. So I could either do it by your whole home, one or more intentions with Kabbalah, or I could do it by room. So you could have love in the bedroom and health somewhere else. You can mix and match in a way, intentions
or
and
they
rooms.
could be together too.
Right, or they could be together.
Yeah.
Several intentions.
And you do not have to be there in order to do that.
Right. I do everything by remote, because Kabbalah works outside of time and space.
Yeah.
But I get a picture, whoever orders the Kabbalah home infusion or room infusion, they send me a picture by email, and I just infuse the picture and get the same results as if I was at your house doing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So what do you think about that sort of expanding, and was that kind of a surprise to you, that because you thought about the bottled infusion and then,
Well, watching what you've done, doing electronic books, I wanted to have something more like that, because I can only have so much capacity to produce bottled infusions.
Right.
And this gives me a lot more capacity to help more people.
Yeah. And so our thing, personally, individually, and collectively, but is to help people. Right? Mine is through hypnosis, through my hypnotherapy, digital,
Right.
is to help people, learn manifesting, become abundant, and I'm adding to that, right? And it's just about wanting to reach as many people as possible, so that, here's the thing, and I've said this for years, right, is that, why are we living limited lives? It's out there for us. We are creation in physical form. We are creative individuals. I read something, and I was sharing it at Sacred Space last week, and I'm just going to botch this, but, that as creators, we are as open-ended as the universe. We're not, we think because of our bodies that we're a closed system, but our consciousness expands outside of our bodies. And it goes out, and it brings these ideas in. We use our imagination, right, to create our dream, right? And I do want to mention this, that Neville Goddard, so if you get a chance, look up Neville Goddard, and he has a website, and he's passed from the planet many years now, but he talks about imagination and living from the end, not to the end, right? So how do you do that? Do you see, okay, here it's already a done deal in my mind, I live there, right?
Well, I like to be clear on my intention. What's my goal, Start with that, because I feel like the universe will respond, based on your specific goal or intention. So, I want to make enough money to pay for whatever costs I have for the business to start out with. I think that's a good place to start, and then just be willing to revise the goal as I go, I guess.
And do you live there? Do you go in your imagination, do you see your bank account and see the money and then feel the feeling? Because that's what Goddard, taught. It's like you gotta involve as many of the senses and emotions as possible.
Well, I think for me, writing it down in a journal, my vision that way would help me feel it better. So I think that's
and you
something
do that. Yeah. And you're a journal person.
Yeah.
So, but people could do it just through sitting or lying down, visualization, right? So and the universe, it's like this, goes right out into the morphic field, and then it responds back to us. So maybe not always in the time frame that we think, but things are moving, always moving towards our good. So anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers about manifesting and about living in the dream?
I just think it's important to make sure your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions are all aligned with your intention.
I like that. I like that. So writing down an intention statement is really important, because sometimes if you're not clear, and we've talked about this before too, if you're not clear about your dream, then it's hard to manifest because you're kind of fuzzy, you know. So being really, really clear about your intention. Yeah. Well, so it's been a long day for both of us, and we're both kind of like, oh boy. And so we're going. Anything else you'd like to add? Well, can you tell them about your website address and how they can? Yeah.
Sure. KabbalahInfusions.com.
Can you spell that?
KABBALAH Infusions INFUSIONS.com. So the only other thing is I also infuse people's personal objects. So like jewelry, running shoes, artwork. So I put Kabbalah and energy in those things too.
I love it. Jewelry, running shoes, artwork. You start to realize from that list that it's like, oh my God, that's endless. So what do I love, or what do what's important to me? So Monica, Mary and I are going to be walking the Camino this June, and so she's doing infusions for us, and of course I'm going to have her do my hiking boots. So, all right. Okay, so join us if you're in the area at Sacred Space, sacredspacespiritualcenter.org. Find us on the web. We are at 2111 Front Street, Northeast. That's in Salem, 97301. We're in Building 3. And then, go to my website, please, www.balancedmanifesting.com. Lots of great products there. I'm adding to them. I'm starting to work on the 365 days of manifesting, which will give you a tool for every day. And Monica's like, give them tools, So I'm working on that. So that will be out sometime in the future. And let's see, anything else that we want to add to that?
I do have an event at my house for people in the area for Salem, Oregon, to just come and experience Kabbalah or ask questions if you want to do that. So if you go to my Facebook page, Kabbalah Infusions, you can see the event. It's coming up on February 1st at 7 p.m. So yeah, check that out. The details are on my Facebook page.
Nice, thank you. And so listen, if you have enjoyed this video, here's what would be really great. If I could get you to hit the subscribe button, right? Subscribe to my channel. I put out a video every week. And also, I have a Facebook page called Balanced Manifesting. If you'd like to like that page, I list a lot of things on that page. And then share this video with others. So here's what we do. We do it at Sacred Space, so we're going to do that. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, I love myself. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Monica. Namaste.